Supposed to Bible is open friend.
Alright, so first I want to start by saying, Call Allah Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakar, and give the honors to the apostles and elders of James Stone, and salutation to the actor who's pushing this record sincerity. Shalom. Alright, so basically, the topic at this time, starting in the new year, so-called new year, World War III, and the sweetest, one of the sweetest part, to me, is that it's not only the prophets really a cry upon World War III at this time. Even though a lot of people make it in a mockery. So basically the message upon everybody's tongue right now. People never used to believe said there will be a world war or any possibility of a World War III put it away there. Basically them have second guess that now. And that is it's a great thing because it only show that we're closer now. A lot of people basically are going to repent from basically the wickedness that some people, well, they come to the truth, but some are going to be naive and make jokes nonetheless, but at the end of the day, they're still fulfilling prophecy. Alright, so the lesson we know we're going to is basically, World War III must come, but we've been speaking about this from basically Abba Bivens days coming up till now, from the 60s coming up right up to 2020. So the message basically been spread for years, and we're only closer and closer as days go by. So first, we want to start off before we go any further in our scripture, in the talking basically. It's Isaiah 48 and verse 3 to 6. Right? Okay. Alright. Because most I work in mysterious ways. And the mystery basically I miss a lot of people. The most I is him like to tell the things before him do it. And warn you about it. So when you don't listen or take it serious, then so you didn't get warned, You never just happen. You've been warned for years. Right? So let's start off with Isaiah 48.
Alright, so this is Isaiah chapter 48, verse 6. It says
verse 3 to 6.
Verse 3.
That's good.
Alright, this is Isaiah chapter 48, verse 3.
Right.
I have declared the former things from the beginning.
Right, so the Most I declared the former things from the beginning. I said the Most we are talking about Yahweh, that is his correct name. And his name is Yahushai. And he's saying declare the former things from the beginning. Continue.
And they went forth out of my mouth.
Right. In the beginning the Most I speak and things happen. We know the word is the Most High. The word is Yahushai. Right, but the Most High speak basically and things happen. Let there be light, there was light. So everything we see take place right now, the Most High speaking into being from the beginning. Go on.
Says, I did. And they went forth out of my mouth, and I shewed them. I did them suddenly, and they came to pass.
Right. Them happen. Anything the Most High said, it happened. Else the Most High would be a liar. And again, I'm going to say the Most High name is Yahweh. Alright? They came to pass. Go on.
This verse 4. Because I knew that thou art obstinate.
Alright. Meaning on the stubborn. And on the hard of hearing. Go on.
And thy neck is an iron singing.
Right.
And thy bow brass.
Right, thy bow brass. And wouldn't listen. Straight up, Israel don't listen. Continue.
It says, I have even from the beginning declared it to thee.
Right.
before it came to pass, I shoot it thee,
Right.
lest thou shouldest say mine idol had done them.
Right. So right now we're speaking of World War III in particular. You know what I mean? Because I said that is the hot topic. And just like even last year, your Karagma, you know what I mean? We've been taught, we have videos just similar to this. You know what I mean? We've been speaking about the NIDS and the mark of the beast coming to be, coming to pass. And basically the future of this world, or the so-called white man future of this world.
Okay.
I would say steps basically get done or put in place for that happen. And we see the regular people, the regular tutor, the regular niggas, you know what I mean, take up the NIDS and the mark of the beast topic and then speak on it. Like they forgot what they used to hear from daily. You know what I mean? I know World War III basically upon everybody tip, whether they want to make it in a joke, or whether they want to turn it in a meme, which is a joke nonetheless, or whether they want to take it serious. The fact is, this is now the scenario. People basically ponder and wonder at this time are consider World War III. Regular people. Right? I see people when we used to tell about World War III, when tell me say, yo, no World War now go on. Stop chat food. You know I hear that. I see them are post up World War events now. You know what I mean? So the most I reckon are mysterious ways. Go on.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, and we go to the point verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, where at the end it shall speak and not lie.
It's speaking and it not the lie. You know what I mean? The reason why people are speaking is because it can speak for itself. You'd be naive to see it and literally not take heed. So the prudent man forsake the evil and it himself. So we see what evil you're seeing now are forsake. You see the coming of World War III in front of your face. So second thing is now, if you're a prudent or a wise person, is you should expose that thing about how you can hide yourself from this evil. You know what I mean? How you can escape a bomb coming down from the sky to basically vanish you, make you turn ashes, disappear. How you can escape that? That is supposed to think, because World War III, I say, oh, it's gonna be a rough time, but how you gonna escape it? There's no hope? Is that dooms? Just a black dark day where we can't escape nothing at all. No, so it's just done with the world totally. You have to ask yourself these questions, yo. Alright?
Continue.
Go on.
So for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Right. So we know, say, even though we are years in the days and we can't wait for World War III happen, we know, say, things take time and process, and we understand the process. So yeah, we're excited, say, the world, but not like how, we know. When we just come to the truth, we think everything that's gonna done in me like tomorrow. You know what I mean? But we understand that your prophecies have to be fulfilled. Right, go on.
This is Matthew 24, verse 6. And he shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Right.
See that he be not troubled.
Right.
For all these things must come to pass.
Right.
But the end is not yet.
Go on, bro.
For a nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
Right.
All these are the beginning of sorrows.
Right, it's the beginning of sorrows. So we telling you, look here, you seeing these things, it's the beginning of sorrows. People gonna be mournful. People gonna lose whatever little love them did have, because they don't have no love already,
Yeah, watch when I listen many of our readers or whatever it is with General Slentry or Slent, if I'm pronouncing him correct. And him basically in sorrows. He's like, I must say, yo, shit. He said, me America always be the bully, I bully up everybody. is man, this never end well for nobody.
Right.
Because people really have viewed the scripture said those that look out the window shall be darkened. And to say, yo, World War III, what happened right now is not a live thing.
Right.
But niggas are making joke.
Yeah, people have sense now laugh at this. Unless only person that have sense to laugh at this and the problem. You know why? Because we know the way out.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that after the ashes come the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we don't have no future, on the head I prepare for. I want laughing. And I mean, that's stupid, yo. Right, but give me Ecclesiastes 9 and jump to verse 13. We can start from there because we really want to point out mainly. Yes, we know that we have World War III on mind now. And I mean, but where have you been hearing these news and prophecies before? And if you are here before, then how come you say they are here before and you see it? That means the man them are say it before have some information where you will never see. So what you need to do is alright, they must seem to know what will come next. Like we ask them what come next. And like literally ask them serious questions, yo. You know what I mean?
Even at work, yo, it's there for everybody. Some are on joke about the memes and stuff for you. But each time I'm gonna say a World War III, I say no, not yet. You see me? Mark the beast. I'm not telling my parents, I'm saying it's not a war yet. You see me? And I'm going there with niggas, yo. Because I'm not proud to say it, but it's just the truth. We have it, the most I give it. You see scripture here? Right? We have the script. We can tell you what will come. Right? And the most I come say, well, you go and speak marriage unto these people, rising us up early and sending us, but they don't want to keep.
Right. Go on, bro.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 13. This wisdom have I seen also under the sun, and it seemed great unto me. There was a little city, and few men within it, and there came a great king against it, and besieged it, and built great bulwarks against it.
Pause a little bit. Let us put some life. The scriptures are life already, but let's put some pictures to what gets said. Let's say the little city is Jamaica. You know what I mean? I have some little men inside of that city. You know? Continue, bro.
It says, "No, there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city, yet no man remembered that same poor man. Then said I..."
And we're that poor man, because we prophesy of these things, like the NIDS, World War III, is we prophesy of these things. When about not you in the mind, you sit up on the road and look down like niggas, you see me, bombs, right? Scums of the earth.
Because all we're gonna make it in Jamaica, are gonna be people who believe, you know what we are saying, believe the Yahweh Hashem Rashad. Anybody that believe the Yahweh Hashem Rashad, you have dead. That is straight up. You know, whether it be family, friends, loved ones, if you don't believe in Yahweh Hashem Rashad, you're going to die. Continue, bro.
Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised.
Right, so because the people that are sleep on the highways and edges, you know what I mean? Some, according to you, some simple persons, and they're not no value in your eye. You no matter what they must say. Even if you hear the World War III topic now, come on. Yeah, them man, they can't write. So you become judged off of the appearance and not what it said. You know what I mean? So it shows that you basically evil because you're a prayer man being out of appearance and not really lie within that person where you try to say or where you said to you. You know what I mean? Alright, so give me Amos 7 verse 14 to 15. I'm telling again the most are in mysterious ways. You know what I mean? Most of them take things from high. When I say you can't do it because you can do it. You know what I mean? But all the other things take things from high and then put it down. It normally take the lowly. People from low backgrounds. You know what I mean? You must have 14. And then in the what? Give them words and then exalt them. You know what I mean? And you're going to see that, you're going to witness this.
This is First Corinthians chapter 1, and I start at verse 25. He said, because the foolishness of Yahweh is wiser than men, and the weakness of Yahweh is stronger than men.
Right, you hear that said? The foolishness of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai wiser than men, you know? Because who are the real fools? Men. A man might want to tell him everything. Say, yeah man, I say it, come on. Isn't it? But really and truly, who know everything? The most Yahweh. Right? Go on.
So for you see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh,
Right.
not many mighty, not many noble.
What I mean, not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble. You know, hearing and in I choose.
Philosopher
Right. You know, see the president.
or celebrity.
Yeah, in I choose, not say charm, but just look, no? You know, see, you see people out there, you don't even know. People you grow with. Even scripture tell us that where Moses said, Mr. One from among you. And he said, the other shy, but go on.
You must say, oh man, no prophet.
I get it.
I was finishing saying. He said, but Yahweh had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and Yahweh had chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty, and the base things of the world, and the things which are despised, had Yahweh chosen, yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are.
Right, so all we know about the Alpha leadership, mark of the beast, right? All we know that the Alpha leadership is the mark of the beast. All we know said World War III, Agama, and how it Agama, and why it Agama, why we have all this information. You know what I mean? How we can bring out these prophecies that look, we are the Israelites, and basically we're going to get delivered into the land of Israel back, and we're going to basically be kings and priests upon the earth. How we get this information? You know what I mean? Look much so-called wise man or men try to basically dig up this information. You know what I mean? And still can't find it. Look how much scholars, so-called scholars, I could put it away again, is them out there basically professing to be wise and don't know these things. When they come to the camps, them get confounded because what? Them don't know. You know what I mean? The most these knowledge from these products and give it to some people nobody may expect to have, yo. And because of that, the mystery basically you can't see it. You know what I mean? Give me the most first for your video.
It's Matthew 11 and 25.
Expert, no?
Yeah. Matthew 11 and 25. At that time, Yahushua answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and has revealed them unto babes.
Right. We never know that. Before we're speaking of myself, isn't it? I'm sure brothers can say the same. Before we come to truth, a few scriptures mean you know some stars because every day you ask me, I say them. You know what I mean? Not to be proud of that to say you whatever, you see me? Because you're supposed to know the most of word. But I just them that only know things that people sleep on every day. Psalms 100, Psalms 27. You see me? Them psalms that we know and you hear someone of the scripture. You're going to know that. For God so loved the world because I remember that things every day. Yeah, we're the fool. We're fools, if not fooling on some people too. But the most I take me from that foolish state there and give me wisdom about revealing secret to us. You know what I mean? Because whether you like it or not, we are the prophets, yo. You know what I mean? The ones you see on the highways, mainly GMS, the man that we see. I'm not going to say that's GMS only because other persons out there who basically teach the same doctrine we teach. You know what I mean? But once you're preaching the doctrine, yo, we can't stop you. You have to be our shot.
He basically is not against us, he's with us. Right, so for as God's the person there basically cast out demons in the name of Yahushua. And the disciples then they come to say, no, stop him. When Yahushua said, no, he's not against me, he's with us. So when you approach the truth, yo, 100% truth, yo, by all means, yo.
Right.
No mandatory to subscribe to GMS.
Amos or something.
This is Amos chapter 7, verse 15. And Yahweh took me as
start from 14.
14. Amos 7 and 14. Then answered Amos and said to Amaziah, I was no prophet, neither was I a prophet's son.
Right, we were no prophets, neither were we prophets' sons. You know? My father never did 1 year and said, it's the true Bible temples. You know what I mean? So, when here's the most high, so the most high work in mysterious ways. Continue, bro.
Says, but I was an herdman,
right,
and a gatherer of sycamore fruit.
Right, just a farmer. What?
Going down the countries, a man obviously have a couple goat.
Right. Imagine how people think about farmers today. You know what I mean? Unless there's a so-called, even if you have a big farm, people still love on farming. You know what I mean? Which that's stupid, but people love on farming. They can food they eat and cook from farmers. But, yeah, continue.
Yes. And Yahweh took me as I followed the flock.
Right.
And Yahweh said unto me, go prophesy unto my people Israel.
Right. What we've been doing, whatever walks of life we're from, we left that. And now we are the out. Prophesying, you.
Yeah, the word prophesying means what to say before.
God.
So we're the one when I tell you when it happen,
right.
We tell you before it happens. Say, yo, repent this and we get right. We so-called Negroes in America and responsible Latinos who are true biblical Israelites. We are telling you before it comes.
Right.
It's like the regular nigga them know, like for instance, and even in ideas they bring that forward. Right. Them do it when it come into effect. We see it with prudent man foresee the evil. Is the right? We get the prophecy and we tell it before it happens. Because it doesn't make sense to tell a man World War III when World War III effect. Right. Because it's too late.
Yeah, we already know that. Is it one? Yeah, too late. You know what I mean? Everybody know it. You know what special they are doing when it's already there. The secret are revealed too. But when I say it before, I say, yo, dog, you didn't know that. I'm gonna say, oh, everybody know about World War III. Because even regular crackers speak about World War III. Yeah, they can speak of it as World War III, but going in depth like how we can go in depth about it, then don't have that. You know what I mean? Because read and show World War III get fight because of what? The Israelites. You know what I mean? Because what these nations do to the Israelites, through slavery. You know what I mean? When they bring in the West, you know what I mean? Much millions of our people, our foreparents, then put to death, torture, you know what I mean? Feed to alligator, hawk, and animals, but they make mockery, you know what I mean? Melanin, speaks, wetbacks, you know what I mean? All of them things them do, the most I never judge them, the so-called white man and the heathens. Most of them judge them yet. So World War III is really that judgment, you know what I mean? But a lot of our people gonna get caught in that judgment just the same because you become friend with the enemy. The man who do all them things, you join with him. You know what I mean? The most I gonna plead with the heathens in the valley of Jehoshaphat, right? For Israel's sake, basically. You know what I mean? For my people, I'm gonna plead with Israel is the most high people. You know what I mean? It's a great thing. Scenario take place in front of you, you don't even know why. That's how the most I love them, but get food.
I'm going to say a quick one. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, say the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Right, what's fire? Thermonuclear fire. You know what I mean? That are the anger of the Most High, jealousy. Jealous of what? Israel. And tell us them jealousy people. Because when them battle we are in a slavery, you know what I mean? And take we as mockery. The Most High sit and them say, oh, wait, never did this, wait for man. Never did for no. You know what I mean? And that day is shortly, right around the corner. I do not speak of no. You know? But I'm saying, stupid people are going to see that great joy there, you know what I mean? And as I bring up that, give me Jeremiah 28 and verse 7. You know what I mean? Right?
Alright, this is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 7. Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thine ears, and in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
Right, so you must tell us, India work with farming. The farming in the most side, tell them to do about speak words. So basically, you must get the word and start preach. What you must start do? Prophesy against what? Read it again.
Sorry. Before the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
Right, many countries. Right, which country prophesy against today? America, mainly. Because whether you want to believe it or not, the people them get tortured, robbed, and spoiled in America are the Israelites. Right? And a great judgment is prepared for America. America is going to be burnt with thermonuclear fire because of what them do to the people them in that land. You know what I mean? Remember, you know, when they pollute a land by blood, guess what happened to the people where pollute that land by blood? For them blood have to get shed. You know what I mean? And we all know the crackers did in the land of America, yo. You see me? So when Ayatollah or whoever supreme leader will say, yo, oh, our war is not really with the American people, our people. You know what I mean? Basically with the leaders. Guess what? When the missile them fire, you see me? The missile them now they say, look, we are only destiny are set to attack leaders. You know what I mean? People get wiped. When America attack Iran or any other country, they not only attack leaders, yo, them just drop bombs. Thousands of people life lost. So war is not a plaything. You know what I mean? And they can't sit down naive and say, yo, look here, them money do whatever they want to do. And we basically not involved. Look, the war real. You see me? And they say countries again. Why? Because countries, because like Kevin to Crazy saying now skip. A two big grown man them here, the leader of Iran and the leader of the America, which is Trump. Joe Biden is not a very good leader. But nonetheless, you see me? Trump is a puppet. All them leaders are puppet. You know what I mean? But them put it this way. Them must say them two leaders are grown men. And them have a feud. Why them just go start them feud? Like regular man, you know, going to a boxing ring, go face it out. It's not about that. It's not about who bother from who bother. You know what I mean? There's power and people behind the scene when need to attain that power and miscon take away your rights. You know what I mean? Because America is considered as the arm of the earth right now. Well, Bible them are the arm of the earth. You know what I mean? But America lose them power and them grip of the earth. Yeah, you talks now of China being the next world power, Russia being the next world power. Right now, Russia have a lot of trust from the other nations them, and if every nation will turn from America, because one time nation used to fear America and join with them because we can't defeat them, we join them. So I say, now they realize that look here, there's a big bear in the park, and this bear can damage, and this bear can also protect us. So now nations are turned to Russia to what? Defend. Because one time Iran used to couldn't give America then tough chatter. You know what I mean? But talking in the nose and go on certain way, just like a Trump do now. Drop bombs. You know what I mean? But there's retaliation now because everybody have nuclear power. You know what I mean? Now why? Because the big bear back some countries, you know what I mean? Go on.
I just give us a little weak say I'm strong.
Yeah, can't do it. The weak say I'm strong. Prophecies again. You see these weak nations attack bad and bold against America. Shanti?
Yeah, Joel 3 verse 10, it says, beat your plowshares into swords.
Right, meaning what? The farming thing, put it one side. You know what I mean? A war time, yo. America right now spend most of their money for military, not farming. You know what I mean? So so everybody prepare for war a long time, but people not see this. You have some man there will call themselves preppers, you watch and see these things. You know what I mean? And they know say that come long time. So when them see that come, they must say, we see this long time still, but them still fear because them still don't know they're gonna escape, yo. Them know some go fire 2 shots, but guess what? You can't fire shot from nuclear bomb. You know what I mean? Continue.
Joel 3 verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near.
Right, all the men of war draw near. Name a country right near will have nuclear power. You know what I mean? When it basically I get drawn in this war. Name one. You know what I mean? America are denied full force. Russia denied full force. China denied full force. Iran. Saudi Arabia.
Israel.
Israel. You don't know Israel. Them are the one that really push America.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Right, press button. You know what I mean? America and them are press America.
Europe.
Yeah, you are Europe, but I'm not trying to remember the next country. Syria. Right? All these countries basically I get drawn in war long time. Them are part of the war. And I'm gonna hear the rumors of wars I get done are being said. Where do you think them which country the rumors here that I come from? Because the moment I see them together, all of them countries and bring them now on battlefield scenario. Continue.
And it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your crossbows into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Right, so let the weak say I'm strong. We just said it a while ago. And when the school with you said, look here, we're not just a talk or more. The Bible say it and we are saying it. Let the weak say I'm strong. Who are the weak nations? Syria, Iran, Pakistan.
Even North Korea.
Yeah. Because these countries have the same weapon America have, and I said, look here, we can reach, you know. No one feel like, well, now missiles can't drop on the country. You know what I mean?
Back in World War II, America, the only country really has fuck up with NATO, no, afterwards. America, the only country basically had atomic bombs, you see me? Right, and then after that, they team up with NATO, you see me, and they drop bombs on the other countries. But now the country have bombs now, nuclear power. Right, and they have anti-defense, as the brother posted the precept of Ezekiel 38. You see me, they have anti-defense missile, right, from Russia now. You see me, got one vehicle of play defense. So them can shoot missile upon America now, and they can defend them country. You see me? So they're not talking now, yo.
Right.
No more bullying.
Yeah, bullying is done because the most I got beat America done. He said, I said Isaiah 14, I said, basically, second into Isaiah 14 and I did 9. As I mean, basically, I said, you continue on something like that. I remember for you can find. Well, read that.
So as the brother bring brother on the comment board, James is faithful today. Ezekiel 38 verse 8. I mean, it says, verse 3 says, and say, chapter 1. Alright, this is Ezekiel 38 verse 1. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech, and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
Yeah, so when you prophesy against them, it's not prophesy fit Russia, them are Gog and Magog right now. Is when we prophesy against it. We don't say, most of them use as a pawn, is if you take out America, right? Or play a defense with a nation, if they form a pact, we take down the Great War. Right, we now see how we come out victorious. So you see how you Russians, so-called Russians, which are actually Edomites, are going to slavery too. You see me?
Alright. Son of man, set thy face against God, land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief priest of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
Right, wartime.
Persia, Ethiopia, Libya with them,
all Persia, Iran, that's who don't know.
All of them with shields and helmets. Homer and all his bands in his house, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself.
Russia prepare for themselves and prepare for these other countries. Why? who are give them the shield them and the what do you call them shield
Stringent?
yeah the exchange and
Defense.
right and who supply them with these high technology weapons, you know what I mean? What give these nations these weapons make tough chat.
You see Turkey by them the other day.
Yeah.
I say, yo, America, we don't want you. We want
Because America friends some of the Turkish America, yo.
Which is also prophecy.
Right.
Which is stating that.
Right.
Because that the people see America are going to win World War III because them have allies and
Which allies?
Yes.
Allies them now allies them now work with America because Iran, alright, the article we have bro, right? Get the article, pass us a look at it. I'll show you which anybody has any base in a war, no say yo when basically war about Vietnam. And I mean, or any, even just say yo Iran and them country, if anything like that affect them here then higher price will go up, which higher price go up, it means that food will go up. It means that other items will go up, meaning the price will get higher. Continue, read that.
Alright, so yeah, this is an article from the Vanguard.
I have to start from the top because Biden says they're better and then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Alright, so just read about this and take revenge and then well, come on in it, I'll price.
Alright,
Suppose the search. Go on.
so it says, top Iranian commander Qasem Soleimani was killed Friday in a US strike on Baghdad's international airport, prompting Tehran to vow revenge, dramatically upping the stakes in bitter tensions between Tehran and Washington. The Pentagon said US President Donald Trump ordered Soleimani's killing after a pro-Iran mob this week led siege to the US embassy. Iran Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei swiftly vowed to take severe revenge for Soleimani's death.
Right, remember now, we can't stop this, right? In vow, say you're going to take revenge. Already, because the threat, basically, in the ear right now, cause what? Read the next answer. I'm not going to read all of that, right? Just jump to that.
Okay. It says, as the U.S. Embassy urged all American citizens to leave Iraq immediately, Trump tweeted out a picture of the U.S. flag without any explanation.
Read that.
All right, so this is another article. Right? It says all oil prices surged after U.S. strike kills Iranian general.
Right, because why? The people that deal with this understanding. And I mean, regular idiots don't understand. So you look here, a war at this time, where it really meaning. You know what I mean? Then I understand the severeness and whatever things. Oh, people get dropped and the war will fight for this. And like World War I and World War II, basically, they have a destination. Brother, World War III not gonna be destination is Earth. Put it that way there. The destination is Earth, yo. You know what I mean?
Alright, so from the Vanguard again, it says oil prices soared more than 4% Friday following news that the US had killed a top Iranian general, fanning fresh fears of a conflict in the crude-rich region, the Tehran warning of retaliation.
Alright, you can start like this one. Alright? So, you don't repeat something I read?
No, verse 7.
Alright,
back to Ezekiel 38, verse 7 says, Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Alright. You should be a guard unto them. Russia will be the set when Bob said that we do. You know what I mean? Just look into your news. You know what I mean? Alright, I'm gonna read this. I have something okay. Alright, so Isaiah 14 and verse 5. It said the Lord had broken the staff of the wicked. Right? What the staff of the wicked, yo. You know what I mean? And the scepter of the rulers, basically King of Babylon and Judah. Kings of America, because scripture talk about King of Babylon. You know what I mean? America basically get broken. Right? He said, he will smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. Who did that? America. Right? We can Iraq invasion. You know what they said they might go? Over 10 years. You know what I mean? What them do to Libya. You know what I mean? We can find countries upon countries where they want to destroy you and live in a turmoil. You know what I mean? We can point out countries upon countries, so for sure, say, them man have beat the world in our, you need democracy in your country. You know what I mean? And then they come and just mess up the country and left. You know what I mean?
Just like within Iraq, weapons of mass destruction. Right. Show me one.
Right. He said,
he was a mistake.
He said, he was for the people in wrath with a continual stroke, either rule the nations in anger. When we talk in a year, bombs. He's persecuted and none hindered. Who will stop America from getting destroyed? None. He said the whole earth is at rest because everybody has to say, look here, just like China, Europe right now, England, France, Germany, all these countries say, look here, our economy better off dealing with Iran than with America. Yes, they need America because America still at the petrodollar. US dollar is still the money provide high. Even though people are step away from it right now to different means. You know what I mean? But them still have them power and talk to a certain extent. But people realize that look here, if we follow America and them money supply, when them give us a cheap, get cut. Who are gonna defend we them way? So America really defend for themselves. So Britain now support them to certain when they come on to Iran. They do what they want push, Britain now support it. The sanction they want push, Britain now support it. Germany now support it. None of these countries now support it because they like shooting themselves in their foot. As the regular people don't know these things. So these nations have a turn against America, hate America, so push allies, you know, talk about. And you know talk about lies, you know, about allies.
You want to ally Israel.
Yeah, all ally America really have is Israel,
which is another state of America.
With God, you know what I mean? Which really think about it, Israel, America represents Israel. You know what I mean? Alright, but so the whole earth is at rest and it's quiet. They are reporting the singing because all nations will be happy when America gets destroyed. You know what I mean? Alright, yeah, now.
Revelation 17 and 16, it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Right. The 10 horns I deal with it. Those European nations, some of them were mentioned a while ago. You know what I mean? They are going to hate at the war, which I would do war is America. You know, and for the same reason, because guess what? Anytime I hear in this country, at war in this country, like the way we always hear, is always America. You say, anyway, you can think of wickedness, guess who's there? And we even though we can put it on a different level, or higher level, guess what? The war is a trick to really take away your rights, because who was supplying both sides?
Elites.
The elites, like a chronic stem, who fund the war, who fund them the two sides, who supply them with weapons, who supply them with money, who are build the economy for basically go at war at this time, and who have rules and regulations after the war to try build from the ashes. The elites are planning this, and I mean,
this is Revelation 20, verse 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea.
Right, that's to deceive them to go war. And I mean, I think get out again to them want to destroy too. In another person side, Israel, one like the sand of the sea. That cannot be numbered, And I mean, and who will make the fun of it? Who taking it for a joke? Israel, because all I mean them wanna see who will push them. Them money have some mean God,
Snoop Dogg,
yeah, some
see, not these show little sense.
Yeah, and I mean, but niggas smoke away brain cell. You know what I mean? Alright, go on. Yeah, I'm gonna finish it. Yeah, alright, so give me Ezekiel 13 and verse 3. And then we read 28 though, 28 and 7. Yeah, man.
But 2:20.
Yeah, 3 to oh, yeah. I got to eat.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 13, verse 3. Thus say the Lord Yahweh, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing.
Right, so think about this now, because right now there's a spiritual warfare at this point, because it gonna get physical soon. But this point is a spiritual warfare. Think about all the men that will look upon to guide you and lead you. You know what I mean? We look upon as the man are supposed to have the word of God or have the knowledge to basically bring you to enlightenment and basically bring you to safety. You know what I mean? Where for them teaching coming at this, where World War III them teaching, where Iran and America going at it them teaching, or them can map it back to the scriptures, which is basically the script to the world, or they match it back here. So you know supposed to look into these and say, yo, them man don't know the match say, and them man also them man which are the men at GMS have said these things, yo, and anybody has speak the setting or they speak. That's so.
Yeah, the strike took place on Friday. Is it me on majority of Chico Church on Saturdays and Sundays?
You're bringing in the union.
Yeah, is it yeah.
Church.
So which part in your ceremony last Saturday or Sunday? Your pastor go in and scripture and say, see scripture you speak about World War III. This is how you're gonna go down. This is how you can get delivered from World War III. Is it me?
Yeah, because when they go to church, we know the ritual and the process of them done. Every New Year's, they must share certain things. The so-called white man strike past them holiday. You see me? I mean, if you strike, them pass certain laws one time when they're in them festive spirit here, because I eat that. And I mean, but look here, when the churches go celebrate and dance and then come out and ring. And when I wish you a happy new year, happy new year when I wish for it. And most I make on the look so you look here. When I wish you peace and bring a peace and safety and you bring destruction. You see me? And further from where you wish. So when church and telling you if you wanna continue and believe in that church, but church and tell you what the Bible has said. When we wish for every new year, the destruction coming destruction the next year, because we know that after that then real happiness come out.
So we, according to his promise, we look for new heaven and a new earth with righteousness. I know this current one of a past. It's in this given to the elements, is in shall melt with fervent heat, referring to the thermonuclear destruction. So we welcome this war. We hope for this war to kick off this year. The real way. But first, we know the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, need to be implemented mandatory. First, so we are looking for these prophecies. Is it may come to pass. And as soon as we see them, we know, all right, cool.
That's what we see, but don't lose that. Because that alone testify and prove that you people are in the right spirit. Because remember, the end of the year, they know they look for a fresh beginning or something like that, and they want to look for the next year, go right, through good, and then the next year come and they look for the same thing. So we are really they look for changes. And basically the most side, this tribe, so-called white man, or this tribe, whoever have been set up around that way in this malicious way. Where in that you're looking for that, if you're not looking for it, basically, you're off. You know what I mean? Doing that, yes, yes. Peter. Yes, indeed. And give a work on it.
Back in Ezekiel chapter 30, verse 4. O Israel, thy prophets are like foxes in the desert. Ye have not gone up. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of Yahweh.
Right, none of them now prepare you. If they prepare, certain things will shocking to you. Because the reason why it's shocking to you, because you don't prepare mentally, and first you have to prepare mentally and spiritually to take on what come physically. You see what I'm saying? And even though we prepare ourselves mentally and spiritually, you know what I mean? The most I have to walk with you literally through the time I come to escape it. You know what I mean? The care what preparation we do, we still have when things happen, we still have to get shaken up certain way, but we not get shaken up how far. You know what I mean? Faith to go hold because we know say it must come.
Just give us a wisdom and knowledge shall be established
Right.
in thy time.
Come.
Spend strength on the fear, on strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is the treasure. Because we know to the most high promises we carry through.
Right.
As we say, I'm gonna keep with your temptation, you shall come upon the world.
Right.
Right. That is when within all that yes. Right, when shipment monetary and so forth. Right. So the hope of be delivered from the evil to come. Right. But the wicked, as the scripture said, them are basically get left there in.
Right. Read that. I did that.
Oh no, in there in left either.
Okay, so you did right? In the bottom of that. Right. Read the part of first.
Verse 6. All right, verse 6. They have seen vanity and lying indignation, saying, Yahweh said, and Yahweh had not sent them.
Oh, God, God bless you. And it's going to be a prosperous year. Happy New Year, said. Happy New Year. Happy, what is it? You know,
This was another new year.
yeah. Or a prosperous New Year.
Right.
Is it me? Yeah, this Happy New Year. Is it me? We show you that. I wish you had destructive New Year, you know?
But that way, start of a prosperous New Year
Yeah,
still.
so all we shall come to pass, because we say the destruction have come. You know what I mean? And that's how they build faith, yo. It's like it just motivate and drive you more. You know, we are there doing the right thing, keep doing it, yo. And if you're not doing it, we are there, you need to get on board. Right? Check that.
This is 2 Peter, chapter 2, instead of 10. For the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Right? Was that with great noise? Like when I mentioned about the meme, once when you read the names there?
When you make fun of, when you're out making fun of World War III memes, and then you're wondering why the sun is coming out at 9 p.m.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And bright light a zooming fire. You know what I mean? Go on, man.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Right.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
Right. When the element of the man, the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. And in the day of the Lord, the elements are going to melt with fervent heat. We already know what brings that fervent heat. You know what I mean? And we already see talks of that fervent heat I get ready to use. So, you can't put the puzzle together. We know why. The most block you from it, yo.
Simple. 10,000 times in there, brighter than the surface of the sun, or hotter than the surface of the sun, sorry. Verse 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved.
Right, seeing then, so like I talk about that, seeing then that Jamaica go, America go, the Caribbean go, you see me?
What manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
What type of person you're supposed to be, yo? I look to these things that I say. What type of person you're supposed to be? So should you be a meme person making memes? Should you be? I tell you, a lot of people scared of what them try to do for I see the post.
Cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Normalcy bias.
I must mention this already, and I'm gonna say it back again. And one time I tell this female about World War III, say, yo, I don't want to hear that, you know? Big man, you know, I will stop, she don't want to hear. And as she me see her post them, you see me? As she me see her post them, and she only post them, you know? She post them one after the other. And she comment upon them, and I said, no, I said, nothing to you. You see me? I said, and it show you again to even, if I know, I will get them assistant and I will need you too interested in set things. When the time gets serious than this, when I say that, yo, most of them want to shut the mouth, yo.
You say, well, we don't cleave to the top of the roof of the mouth.
Right.
Don't come to me.
Yeah.
They must say me an idiot.
Right. You see what I say? But what manner of person should you're supposed to be? And look for what?
Say, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Shemel Shai.
Right, because guess what? If they say the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night, what manner of person you ought to be or supposed to be? And look for the coming of Yahweh Shemel Shai, because they might come. It's a fire go day here, they might come. I'm going to bring fire and come to. So what kind of life is supposed to live? I prepare for that day when they might come, you know?
So you're supposed to be like pilgrims.
God.
You're supposed to look for build a society or live successful in this life.
Right.
Like, maybe need to go to college to get a degree,
Yeah.
or need to take out some housing loan or mortgage to get my house and prepare for life. No, yo.
Right.
So looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Shemel Shai, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the element shall melt with fervent heat.
Right, the elements of the melt with fervent heat, we can't stop. Say that. And I mean, the elements of the melt, but when America burn, we're going to put the ozone layer, look, they're going to see all of them abomination, because a lot of people point like it's glorious, or you know, oh, you know what I mean, them high-rising buildings there. No, them the abomination there, them there. The most I never design house, I never set, they never give laws for design house, them way there. You have to crumble down. You know what I mean?
Nimrod did a build a tall tower, but the most I do you the assemble that, you know what I mean? Even though it's a fuckery, it's Nimrod did a build it for you.
Right. We know the whole unity and coming together story. You see me? But yo, America is not glorious, yo. You know what I mean? According to what is glorious is basically having wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, that is glory, yo.
Yeah, because even when John the Revelator saw America, he marveled at it, and the angel correct him.
Right.
I said, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be marveled at it. It's not sure really that one and way more said about this. Is it? Sure say you might destroy that shit.
Because lights like the trick people, isn't it? When a man say, hey, more I didn't up now, I use it. Even though you go, I look at that Kingston, I look at B, I look at the lights.
City lights.
You see me? Shit look, yeah, it should look good. But that is regular lights then. I don't know, marvelous, isn't it?
Until they come down in a city,
Yeah,
find
come, exactly. You realize that dungeon and a jungle is something. As if I say, you're in a place there, you can't turn on the pipe and drink the water, yo. What the hell? You can't turn on the pipe and drink the water when you're in your home. You have to actually buy water to drink water that, yo, as bad as Portland, which is still Babylon, you know what I mean? But the more come to the city and the worse shit gets the same as it. My whatever go put it that, I mean, just do one, go to yeah, just turn on the pipe and drink water that, just feel a relief there. See what I said? And imagine a person born and grow here, you don't know what you feel like. But what the fuck, you know, you see me, because you see me, but just because we know look better, you know what I mean? This need to destroy you.
This is Jeremiah 51, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will rise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind.
I just saw all the Babylon get burned, yo. And let me tell you something. A lot of you people, you're found guilty. Rise up against the Most High. When you speak against prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, you speak against Yahweh.
Hashem Yahshua. The other day.
Yeah. You know what I mean? When you speak against the word of the Heavenly Father, you're speaking against the Heavenly Father. When we say that the Bible said that you hear the Bible say, you say, no, I can't, sir. You're speaking against the Heavenly Father. You know what I mean? And the Most High going to judge you for that. So I'm going to destroy Babylon and those who rise up against him. Go on.
He said, and will send upon Babylon funners, and they shall funner, and shall empty her land.
Right. All when I get delivered in the chariot step, all when I believe in a UFO, man, the rock a spaceship, you know what I mean, flying saucer, like you know what I'm calling it. All when I believe in the chest of the Heavenly Father, don't try to get on one when there's a missile that come down. Here, don't try to get on one.
When you try to go for one, you just suck
Yeah, because that's you know what I mean?
He say, and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her run about, against him that bendeth the bow. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself up in his brigandine, a spear, and a spear ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts.
Right. Everybody within America wants to get delivered from the chariots there. Ashes. All right, but you want to appreciate the
All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith Yahweh, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter.
Right.
Should we then make mirth?
Right, simple. Should you party like a fool, or should you repent? Fear the Most High. Most High said, fear me not. As they mean, fear me, I'm going to bring them drastic, I'm going to bring drastic death to people. I'm going to bring tear up. I'm gonna make people walk and drop down. They might feel them. I'm gonna make you see things when even in a hurricane one day, people see things where them can't believe that is nothing in the real. A woman say she said she didn't know her mother and her I don't remember exactly.
Yeah.
So then they were just lying down dead. You see me? Things that she see happen to them, you know.
Yeah, the thing was the parent they walk out the house, they want to see just fly one thing and plywood, just fly and sweep up between them.
Yeah.
It's just like you pop off the man hand, is when you go with the woman and he told them dead.
Yeah, people go see things that the mother, even though the shit not reach really hit the fan, them have nightmares, days upon days, them gone. Them they have said I walk upon them, but them gone.
Moved out.
You see me? And most of them make that the norm for most people, you know. You gotta see dead body till it's like you're used to dead body. Yes, you still see dead body, you smoke sick and start from it, and I walk past dead body like say, yo. I regular thing this one.
Yes, so the say of the Lord shall be from one end of the earth to the next. This is Ezekiel 33, verse 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
Yeah, man. Someone will know, yeah, man, you not teach you right, man. Continue. I don't do nothing. Still go back to your daily life. Yeah, man, we're try to come to you, man. What you want to do?
Watch out. Let's talk about that. Mark Isaac, I'm pronouncing the name right. Hello, Happy World War 3.
Yeah, Scarface.
Johnny, whatever the fuck his name is. So happy. World War 3. Yay, so happy.
Yeah. Scarface the man has some agents, you know. I give it time.
And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they shew much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that had a pleasant voice, and can play well on an instrument.
Yeah, man, and them money know them as say, man.
Yeah, man, a long time them money about this.
Keep it up, man. Good work. What about your work? You know what I mean? You believe we work there. What about your work, yo? Man.
For they hear thy words, but they will not do them. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come.
Lo, it will come.
Then shall they know that a prophet had been among them.
Right. Then you're going to know, so you're man with a scene, Banker and 40 in New York, on the streets, all over the world. Right now, we can't even start calling him to everywhere, like a thorn. You know what I mean? Like a thorn giving the so-called white man a youth 2/3 no rest. Because it hurts him if you hear it. It hurts him if you hear it. But guess what? It don't come to pass. We're going to know, so yo, them money did have the truth. You have watched me and try to work with them money here. You see me? And glory going to go to, you have watched me and try to come now with one name. One, bro.
Scripture says, the Lord alone shall be exalted, not they. This is Revelation 15, verse 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of Yahweh Shai.
Right, the wrath of the Most High. You're going to say, why God angry, yo? Oh, we have nothing to deserve this. I'm telling you some things that I yes. The world God. I put it that way. The world God. On abominable, on a liar, on love. You see me? Which for saying on love, it means that you don't love the Most High. Because guess what? Oh, you show the Most High say you love him by keeping the laws. And the laws basically show say you have love. You know, and love again. You know what I mean? So when things come, laws don't only just set without no judgment behind them. You break laws, you have to understand, so you have judgment behind the laws. Then. So the Most High have judgment, and the Bible says the wage of sin is what? Death. So, of course, the Most High are going to wicked, the poor people wicked.
Very much.
And not only that, the wicked and the wicked accept the wicked and the wicked. The white man cannot do nothing for our people, blaze them. You know what I mean? Nothing at all them can do. Them can juke out their anything at all and them still have the love them. Yes, master. Continue.
Quick one. 2 Ezra 15, verse 5 to 6. Behold, say the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness and exceedingly polluted the whole earth,
Right.
and their earthful works are fulfilled.
Right, wickedness pollute the entire earth, yo. And the entire earth. Just look around, man. Just look on your news. Yeah, you know good news?
Nope.
We'll turn on the news and you look the amount of death and remember all of the killing now gets spread on the news and them try to suppress some of the news because they want to say, yo, remember Jamaica Prime Minister, I push her she never show them say that. Doesn't it? Say, yo, she don't watch news. I think
Portia.
Yeah, she don't watch news. They remember that them people that lead, you know, and them that remember basically news is like a crying because when people come for news and a protest. You know what I'm saying? Them not when I protest. They don't even put that camera, but we want justice. Them not hear justice because they didn't even watch news, dog. You see me? I say, we'll be crying to y'all bashing your shy. You see your tears, them. You see me? So at this is supposed to turn to the leaders, them. Leaders don't care about you. You know what I mean? Go on.
Back to Revelation 15, now, verse 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of Yahweh Shemashai.
That day we are waiting for you. You know what I mean? Want to make it for look like a sea with enemy. A fall. Want to see Babylon and burn. Land of bitterness, and that America mean bitter. You know what I mean? I will go to America, the whole Americas. Jamaica, Trinidad, Cuba, Haiti. You know what I mean? The whole Americas.
Land for captivity.
Right, yeah, the land of captivity, as brother said, we know, come over here, you know, basically we come enjoy ourselves, though. A bitterness over here, a face.
9 to 5 tomorrow.
Yeah, you know what I mean? 95, health-wise. Just mention the water, brother, water, you know, important water is to your daily function and to your body working, yo.
You have to pay for poison.
You know what I mean? You have to pay your feet, and his brother went to that pipe. You see, man, I pollute the water and give, bro. You know, I can imagine the nice things so the water works, yo. Them things they make, you wonder why people behave like animals. You can't relax, yo. My youth in the dad should force us every drink the pipe, we can't drink the pipe water. We have to squeeze a lime, and if we come details and have a drink, I will squeeze a lime and still have feel the heaviness in our water, yo, because we used to people over there maybe can, you know, they can maybe can drink it. But yeah, they still have feel the heaviness, yo, the water, and something right with the water. As in, and these people are glory about. Done? Alright, so anybody wants to say something else? Alright, so what that wants to yo call Allah, Yahweh, Hashem, Hashem, Kodash. Again, give the honors to the apostles and elders of Timothy Stone, and to the Akim that push this truth in sincerity. Keep doing it to the end, yo. We're almost out. So just take the news as motivation, build up yourself spiritually, you know what I mean? And prepare yourself, the glory will come after God. The glory are gonna make the bitterness seems like nothing, you know. Because most I tell us, you know, when the glory come, you're not gonna remember the bitter days, yo.
So it's like them that dreamed.
Right. Alright, so shalom.
Shalom.